What's up? Welcome into Titans Today. I'm Abby Alonzo, and of course, we're going to hit the trade rumors. There's some notable names in those hot, steamy trade rumors, and we have them on today's show. We're going to talk about them, but before we do, make sure you go down and hit that sub button. We're currently at 5,757 subs, trying to get to 6K pretty soon. And look, you get something out of it too. Hit the sub button so you don't miss any more juicy trade rumors like today's show has. And talking about those juicy trade rumors, here we go. Derrick Henry, his name is all up in the headlines right now. I'm sure you've already heard, but ESPN's Jeff Darlington kind of started this thought that maybe he should be traded away for some draft capital, specifically to the Bills. Jeff Darlington had this to say on Get Up. You want to trade a guy before it's too late. Maybe they get something. Trade away Derrick Henry to the Buffalo Bills. Just speculating here, but man, that'd be a fun one. A fun one for who? Not for Titans fans, right? We love the King. Do you really want to see him go? Well, I don't know that I'm on board here because we watched A.J. Brown get traded away and how that turned out just wasn't in Titans fans' favors. But you don't want to see the same thing happen with Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry is not cooked. He's still producing. He's still doing really, really well. And I'll touch on some of those aspects of this past season and his entire career in a moment. But think about this. Just sit down for a second and you're watching TV and all of a sudden breaking news, Derrick Henry traded to the Bills. What's your one-word reaction to that trade? What is the first thing that pops into your head? If the Titans were to trade away Derrick Henry, how would you feel? Look, the King, drafted in the second round of the 2016 draft by the Titans. He signed a 4-year contract before 2020. So when his rookie deal was up, he said, I'm staying with y'all. I like being here. He re-signed. He extended that contract through 2024. This past season, he posted the third highest rushing yard total of his career with 1,538 yards in his 7th season. This guy is getting older, but his production is not diminishing. Like, he just continues to play at a high level. You look at this past season, 349 carries. That's the most by an NFL running back this season. 1,500 yards, second most by an NFL running back, I believe just behind Josh Jacobs. 13 touchdowns, second by a running back. 33 receptions, which is a career high for him. And 398 receiving yards, which is another career high. You can't look at me and tell me that this guy is not valuable to this team. That would be blasphemous. And you look at his last 4 seasons. This production is nothing new. He's been a pillar of this offense for years and years and years. Starting back in 2019, 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns. 2020, 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns. 2021, just under 1,000, dipped down a little bit with 10 touchdowns, but right back at it this past season. That kind of production can't really be taught. And why would you trade somebody away that is consistently showing up for the offense and sometimes single-handedly carrying the offense? I don't get it. But there's some reason to believe that this really could happen. Von Miller posted this on his Instagram story. It looks like he and Derrick Henry got a little bit of a grind session in, and he didn't caption it anything or put any words on the screen other than the eye emoji. And that kind of makes me a little bit worried because is he recruiting him to the Bills? Is that what's happening here? It looks like it. And if you're a Titans fan, you should be a little bit worried, to be completely honest. Should the Titans trade Derrick Henry to the Bills? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Be honest. If you think that something good could come out of a trade and that the pros outweigh the cons, let me know, because he's worth a lot of draft capital. We know that. He's getting older, but that doesn't matter. His production is still there. He's still a great part of this offense. I don't think you should trade him. I think you keep him around and you go out and get the pieces to surround him. Get draft capital some other way. Don't lose Derrick Henry. And we've got more trade rumors coming up, but before we get there, let's talk about our sponsor today, Fanatics. They've always come in clutch with the new gear. This dry fit Titan shirt is pretty dope. And I've said it before, Ran Carthon is starting a new era in Tennessee. That means it's time for you to get new Titans gear. Gear up with Fanatics. Head down to chatsports.com/Titans shirt and get this super cool t-shirt. Rep it around. Feel good, look good. Maybe the Titans play good. All right, more trade rumors. I said it. Another big name in the rumor mill right now, not just with the Titans, but kind of NFL rumor mill. Jalen Ramsey. Tom Pelissero tweeted this. The Rams have had trade talks about 6-time Pro Bowl cornerback Jalen Ramsey, and league sources now believe it's very likely Ramsey is dealt in coming weeks. Ramsey, 28, is due $17 million in 2023 on a front-loaded deal that averages $20 million, and LA is clearing up cap space. That came in on February 24th last week. Cornerbacks. That is a need for Tennessee. And it's kind of getting overlooked a little bit because of what the offense needs right now. There's quarterback questions and O-line questions and receiver questions. And now you're worrying about whether you're going to lose your franchise running back. But you can't overlook the defense because, as we all know, Tennessee had the worst passing defense in the league last season. Not going to fly this season. Cornerback depth chart needs some help. Christian Fulton, Elijah Molden, Roger McCreary, they could use some help, avoid some injuries. Is Jalen Ramsey the answer? Well, at his peak, maybe so. The Titans secondary was horrid, worst pass D in the league. This guy is somebody that could come in, bring some athleticism, some swag, some I don't know, some personality and he would be an energy. That's the word. Energy to this cornerback depth chart. This defense that they so desperately need. In 2022, he had 88 tackles, 18 passes broken up, 4 interceptions. PFF graded him 86.4. Not his best year. It wasn't his absolute best season. So is this somebody worth going out to get? Well, at his peak, he's one of the top corners in the league. He's tough, physical, quick. He's able to catch somebody who beat him. He, like I said, has that swagger, that energy, that kind of that character that this defense is lacking. Is he worth it, though, is the real question. Is this somebody that you want to fight to go out and get? Shireen Williams from Pro Football Talk came in with this one. Ramsey, 28, is due. Tom Pelissero said the same thing, but she's got a little bit more. Is due $17 million in 2023. Trading him would free $5.6 million in cap space if it's finalized before June 1st, leaving them with a $19.6 million dead cap hit. But the move would be more about 2024 and beyond. And to give you a little bit of a glance at what Jalen Ramsey's contract looks like right now, because word is he wants a new one. He's looking to change some things up. This is where he stands right now. So the 2023 cap hit is $25.2 million. Trade savings before June 1st, $5.6 million. Trade savings after June 1st, $17 million. Huge difference there. Restructure savings, $10.56 million. And the new team would owe $55 million. So this, again, is it worth it? Here's the tea, though. In 2019, when he was with the Jaguars and they were trying to restructure a deal and figure out and negotiate if he was going to stay there or not, he went on Taylor Lewan's podcast, Bussin' with the Boys, and they were talking to him about it and said, okay, well, if you don't stay with the Jags, where would you want to be? And his answer was either Vegas with the Raiders or Tennessee with the Titans. So does that still stand true? Is Jalen Ramsey still interested in being a Titan? That was 4 years ago now, but you say it once, it very well could still stand true. It's just a matter of whether the Titans can finagle a deal, make him happy, bring him in. Is he even worth bringing in? Is he going to reach that peak again? Because we didn't see it this season. We saw him struggle a little bit, but maybe a new team would re-energize and kind of refocus him and kind of put him back to being one of those elite cornerbacks in the league. Should Tennessee trade for Jalen Ramsey? Do you think that'd be a smart move? Would it be beneficial for the defense? Type T for trade, type P for pass. We'll be back with more rumors this week.